Okay, so here we are for example 2, and this is to find slope using a table form. Okay, so if we are increasing at a common amount every time, in this case it's +3, +3, and +3. And my y's are decreasing 6, decreasing 6, and decreasing 6. So we know it's linear because we have a constant rate. We've got this 3 and this 6. And as I said before, slope is the change in the y's over the change in the x. So if we look here, my slope, and m is what we use to denote slope, m is equal to -6 over 3, which equals -2. So that's one method using a table, and this works really nicely as long as it's changing from like at a constant rate each time, okay? The other way we can look at it is just taking the XY chart, like I showed you before. Pick any 2 points that you have in this chart. So I'm going to pick the first 2. I have 4, 20, and 7, 14. And create my mask of Zorro backwards Z. And I color those in, and now I'm just going to subtract. I'm going to put negative symbols in front of my second set. So 4 minus 7 is -3, and 20 minus 14 is +6. So that equals 6 over -3, which again equals -2. So my slope for part A is -2. Now let's take a look at part B. As my x is increasing by 2 each time, it's increasing by 2, so that's steady. Y is increasing by 0. So since that's the case, my change in my y over my change in my x is going to be 0 over 2. And as we know, 0 divided by 2 is equal to 0, so my slope is 0. That's one method. The other method is with this XY chart. Again, I pick 2 points. Mask of Zorro. And we're going to put these negatives, and I end up with -2 and 0. And 0 over -2 again is equal to 0. So my slope here is 0 for this one. Now let's look at the third one, part C, which is a little bit different. And now we're looking at part C, and my x value is increasing 0 each time. And my y value is increasing 3, and then it's increasing 6. I think I missed one. I think there was supposed to be a 3 here. Sorry. Doesn't really matter. So +3, +3, +3. You get the idea here. Anyway, our change in our y is 3 over my change in my x, which is 0. But remember that thing I showed you? This one cannot happen. Remember? We call this undefined. This is an undefined slope. Think of it like your triple black diamonds for those of you who do ski. Remember, 0 over 1 is okay, but 1 over 0 is no. This is my undefined slope. Okay, so basically, if I do the same thing with this chart like I showed you before, you're going to get the same results. Pick 2 points, any 2 points. Mask of Zorro backwards. And I'm going to do minus and minus. This is going to give me -3 over 0, which is undefined. Okay, so that's basically it for finding slope from a table and also finding slope from a graph. Soon we're going to be looking at just finding slope from points. So there I've showed you a couple different ways to find slope for this part, and we'll talk more about the form that it's written in and how to find slope given the form. Okay, please answer the monitoring progress problems 1 through 5 in your notes.